Actually, purpose of this master trainers training program is manage. Minister of Agriculture identified manage as a knowledge repository is one thing, and another one is Ministry is going to organize 750 programs, awareness programs for Gram Pradhans. The task has been given to manage, and these programs has to be completed before August 15th.
Okay.
And around 30,000 Gram Pradhans has to be covered in these programs. And that's why this Master Trainers program, this is the first program for manage and the first program even for ministry. That's why during in the inauguration, Minister of Agriculture also joined for this program. He gave inaugural address also. And likewise, this program is going on, and it's a continuous process. Next, again, we are going to conduct some more master trainers programs. But these master trainers, in turn, they will conduct this Gram Pradhans program, and for which some clarifications on each and every topic is required, because each and every topic itself is a separate training program. For example, pest and disease management, pest itself is a separate program. Disease itself is a separate program. Each and every topic is a separate program, but this is only orientation, madam. Orientation to natural farming for this master trainers.
Okay.
Madam Chandrakala, she is from Center for Sustainable Agriculture. She is the director over there, and she is doing this not only certification, other activities relating to natural farming. Intensely, she is working with the field. She is interacting with the farmers, and she is doing certification process and everything. She is doing on natural farming and also organic farming. First day we had an interaction with Mr. Dr. G.V. Ramanjaneyulu, and she is also associating with Center for Sustainable Agriculture. Yeah, actually, in our program schedule, Mr. Jay Kumar from he is executive director from Kerala, has to attend, but some other works he could not attend for this program. But the last minute we requested Chandrakala madam, but she accepted our invitation. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation at the last minute also for your kind cooperation for this program. Certification in natural farming, participatory guarantee certification, quality aspects of naturally produced food. This is the main topic of this program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for Chandrakala.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all once again. I am Chandrakala. I am working with Center for Sustainable Agriculture since 12 years. Since 2010, I am working with CSA. Right now, I am looking after all over country, all the states PGS certification. We are one of the regional council for PGS India. So thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity to me. So thank you. Actually, for this certification part, if you want to know the complete thing, it will take minimum 3 to 4 days time. It including field visit and practical experience also should be required. But as of now, just 1 hour time, within the 1 hour time maximum, I will try to cover what is the importance of certification, why certification is required, all these things. I will try to cover the important topics. Before going to presentation, these are the questions compulsory as a trainer. Everybody should know these are the points. Means certification means what is the certification, types of certifications, and what is the importance of certification, how farmer will benefit with the certification, how will get the farmer certification, what is the process of certification. If a farmer wants to get the certification, to whom he has to approach, and how much time it will take time, and what are the regional council responsibilities, and as a service provider's responsibilities, what are the responsibilities, and minimum what are all required for group certification, and what are the information required for certification. If anybody wants to do get the certification, what are the minimum information required? These are all minimum kind of thing compulsory, everybody should know. before going to presentation, I want to tell all these, it's around 20 points of here it is there. These are all minimum kind of, after completion of training program, they should know that this kind of at least minimum kind of information compulsory everybody should know. Because if we, who is trainer? A trainer, if any trainer, he or she should have clarity on subject first. If they should have clarity, no, after that everything should reach to ground level, because ground level people are the important founders to this process of verification. Because if you'll see the PGS certification, this is a participatory guarantee system. Means compulsory farmers involvement should be there. Without farmers we can't do anything. Their involvement is required. If their involvement is required, means farmers should get aware on this. Because without awareness to the farmers, they can't go forward also. If farmers are ground level team members, for example community based team members, they should have clarity on the process of certification, process of verification, process of quality assurance. All these things they should have clarity. If they have clarity, automatically they will come forward. Because here sometimes practical experiences, I am telling all these things because in some places there is a groups, for example when we will visit for inspections and all, some of the groups even they don't know they are in that group. That kind of situations also there. But this certification process is that should not be like that. Because for already I mentioned that word, farmers involvement is compulsory here, compulsory required. So I think after completion of my presentation, at least out of this 20 points, minimum some of the information everybody should understand. First, before going to PGS certification, first we will discuss about organic certification. What is organic certification? Why certification? Organic certification is right now, it's required for mandatory for sales in national markets and international markets as per FSSA rules, as per FSSA guidelines. If anybody wants to sell their produce in the markets, in any national markets or international markets, if they want to sell their produce, compulsory they should have certification. If they will label it as organic, so compulsory, it's mandatory right now. Here in certifications also, kinds of certifications are there. Here one is for National Organic Program NOP standards. This is for export purpose. It means if you want to export other countries, compulsory NOP standards we should follow, and we should get that certifications also. This NOP standards, for NOP standards, not only just NOP, for different countries, their own standards certifications also we should have. For example, if we want to export our produce to USA, we should have USDA certification, EU certification. Like that, it depends upon countries. Everybody should have that as per countries standards guidelines should have the certification for third party certification, that is NPOP standards. This is NPOP standards. This is national markets can do the markets. So third one is PGS certification. PGS certification is for national markets. Within the country, farmers can sell their produce as organic. So here in the national markets, they can sell their produce anywhere in India. And another thing is that it's locally focused on quality assurance systems. So basically it depends upon farmer groups mutual authentication, trust, and kind of certification. Farmers involvement will be there. So before going to certification part, what is an organic product? All these certifications to which product, for which produce, how will certify, that kind of things also we should understand that. Here if basically two kinds of implicit it's their main things. First of all, without using any pesticides and synthetic fertilizers, growth hormones and antibiotics, genetically modified organisms and all GMS, without using any kind of these things, that is one thing. And another thing is that the production and the labeling and collection centers, processing units, in the process of all these things also should follow all the standards. Those kind of produce we can call it as organic product. For that organic product, why organic certification is required, and quality, why quality assurance. Practical examples I am telling. Farmers, so many farmers are doing organic farming, but some of the farmers, if they are doing organic farming but they are following all the standards and all, they are not using any pesticides and all, but still they are selling their produce in normal markets with a normal price. Because some of the groups or some of the farmers, they may not have awareness also sometimes how to do the certification, how to approach to the people to whom I have to get the certification. That kind of lack of awareness also some places it's there. So here why organic certification is required means growth. If you will see the growth of organic sector with more volumes in the marketplace, means earlier, if compared to last 2-3 years, you see the change of organic or natural farming, this kind of thing. After COVID, drastic changes came up. People are lot of awareness they got, rather than spending on medicines, will get the good food kind of change came up, because health precautions and we should take good food, and that kind of shift is there. Change is there. So growth of organic sector with more volumes in the marketplace, compulsory this verification process is required and quality assurance also required. Next thing is that assurance from producer to consumer, separated by distance. For example, I am buying produce from different other state. This gap kind of thing, assurance from producer to consumer, it will reach to producer to consumer, that separated by the distance. In that case also compulsory this process of verification and quality assurance is required, and guarantee on nature of products becomes more and more important. And for if you will see the uniform labeling and consumers concern, it's healthy and healthy food is assuring, and image and credibility and transparency. For premium price also, it's value addition to the farmer, because if they get the certificates, that is the proof of the document, because farmer know the doing organic farming. Our team also know the organic he is doing organic farming. But if we'll see the consumer wise, what is the proof? For seeing all these things, organic and conventional looks like same, but how you will identify the whether it is organic and non-organic, how you can identify. So for that also this certification system and verification process is important, because in the certification system, traceability system is there. We can know the source of the produce, because if we'll see the product from which farmer it came, that traceability, complete supply chain traceability system is there. So that certification system is here important, and it's marketing tool basically. So that's why means what I am telling, it's my kind of thing I am explaining openly. But on this certification also different kind of mindset and different kind of thinking people also there. That is also true. I am not disagreeing with that. But basic thing is that if we'll see the change of shifting to conventional to organic, this process verification is important. So if we'll see the PGS Participatory Guarantee System, in all our country, it's around 65 regional councils are there. Earlier it was 327 regional councils are there. Now it was reduced to 65 regional councils and 64 service providers are there in the all our country. CSA is one of the regional council for PGS India. Now as an today, actually these numbers every day it will be changed, because new groups it will add, automatically that number will be changed. Here total groups it's around 44,674 local groups registered under PGS India, and approved farmers 12,50,000 farmers are there, and overall area of farming, organic farming area, 12.82 lakhs hectares of area it's there. As a CSA regional council, we are working in AP, Telangana, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu also few groups are there, and Chhattisgarh also we are doing. It's around 30,000 farmers, this CSA certified farmers are there. So in the PGS certification module, here for crop production, 3 kinds of certifications are there. Earlier it was only group certification only there. Now it was individual certification is there, group certification is there, and large area certification is there. But preferably people are doing mostly group certification are preferring, and individual farmers also can get the certification, and large area certification means, for example, entire village they will do the organic farming. For them, there is no need to do the certification for individuals or group. Entire village we can do the certification. That is large, that it will come under large area certification. Okay, now we'll see the PGS Participatory Guarantee System. It's the shared vision and shared ideas, and Participatory Guarantee System defined as locally focused and quality assurance systems. They certify producers based on the active participation of stakeholders are built on a foundation of trust. It's completely based on trust only. So farmers' involvement, they should come forward their own. We should not force them. You do this, you do that, like that. This means we should give the clarity, and we should give the knowledge to the ground level people a lot. This PGS certification is available for crop production, beekeeping, livestock, wild harvest, and processing and handling. This PGS certification is accredited by NCOF, National Center for Organic Farming. PGS Regional Council register and verify and issue the certificates to the local groups. If anybody wants to get the certification through RC only can do that. Through regional council only they have to do the registration. So here this is group certification. Minimum 5 farmers should be there. Maximum number it depends upon agency. If it is a PKVY program, it's around 50 farmers also there. It's around 20 hectares of, there is some guidelines for PKVY program. It's around 50 farmers and 20 hectares of area. But here our organization level, we restricted to the maximum minimum 5 to 20 farmers, because this is group certification. Increase the group size, risk also will be increased. So because here in this group certification, every farmer should follow all the standards. Out of 20 members, one farmer if will not doing, or if will not follow any kind of thing, entire group will be cancelled. As a regional council, once farmers they will get into the certification. As a regional council, what are the responsibilities of regional councils that we should know, and what are the responsibilities of local groups that also farmers groups should know what they should do the after registration of the local groups registration. So, as a regional council, roles and responsibilities that registration of farmers with proper documentation and field GPS verification. When we'll get the registration process, we will collect the data of kind of data. Different kinds of data is required here. One is farmer personal details, farm details, crop details, and longitude, latitude, and all the information is required for registration purposes. That registration of farmers with the proper document and field GPS verification data. Online details entry in GPS web portal, and preparation of literature to the local language. Since we are working in different states, based on their local language, we have to prepare the material in local language only, so that ground level people should understand the what are all standards and issues and all information they should know. So we'll provide the research material in local language, and will give the provide the capacity building to the groups on PGS certification. What is the importance of certification and all that process will process documentation kind of thing, and process verification, quality management, all these things will provide one training for training to the local groups, and simultaneously will helping to the farmers in documentary of activity, and active participation in meetings, trainings, and inspections, peer appraisals. In that also sometimes we will involve, and issuance of certification, and update the yield details. Farmers they will update their details on the PGS India portal. Crop details they will upload and update the data. For that we will do and verify the yields, and will do approve the system. And after that, facilitating the entry of data in Jaivik Kheti portal. This is also one of the platform for the marketing platform to the certified farmers, and support for marketing linkages. Here we will not involve directly, but will guide them to how to do the marketing and all. Support for marketing linkages and physical inspections and monitoring, and seasonally will do the inspections to the local groups, and verify the farms. We'll talk to the farmers, and after that we'll collect the random samples also for pesticide residue testing. These are all responsibilities of roles and responsibilities of regional councils. If any regional council compulsory, all these things should we are doing all these things as per guidelines from ministry and NCOF. These are the roles and responsibilities of regional councils. And simultaneously, after getting this regional council details and all, farmers they should know their local groups responsibilities and roles and responsibilities, because once they get it into the certifications, what they will do, how they will go forward, and what are all standards they should follow, what are all books of records they should maintain at the group level and farmer level, how to do the peer appraisals. All these things they also should know what are all their responsibilities. Next, local group responsibilities here. Making sure that all the members should follow the rules, because in the group certification, out of 20 members or 50 members, if everybody is doing very well, but in the one or two people are not doing, if they don't want to do or don't want to continue, we can we can remove that farmers. But knowingly, if we'll keep those farmers continuing in that group, that will be risk for us, because compulsory in the group certification, every farmer should have responsibility. I am following all the standards and all. I am doing all these things. I am preparing preparations and all discussions and all. I am doing applying everything, but in between in the group, other people also, whether they are doing or not, that observation also in the group all the members should have. Because of one farmer, they should not lose their entire certification, group member certification. So here every farmer should have responsibility for the, it's in the group certification compulsory. They should have clarity why we are doing the certification, what is the importance of certification, what is the benefit to the farmer, simultaneously what is the benefit to the consumer. All these things that farmers also should know. Ground level people means the farmers and above farmers, some ground level team also, community based team members also, they should have kind of information compulsory. And here all the group members should have responsibility and giving them to the support to they need, helping to write the books of records, because in the all the group in the group all the farmers or all the members are not educated. If not educated people should help them writing the books of records and all. Here if you see the crop situation during the farmer field visit, discussing the procedures of members and recording them in the inspection of members crop fields and writing. All these group members, once after getting the registration, they should have organize monthly review meetings, and they should get training programs, because frequently that group interactions should be there. Otherwise they will kind of different, they will go into different kind of thing. So here kind of books of records, what are all books of records they should maintain at the group level and farmer level. These things here basically group level, farmer level compulsory, they should have farmer diary. In the farmer diary, the three kinds of information should be there. That is, one is farmer personal details, farmer name, address, family details, and his Aadhaar and address proof and ID proof. That is farmer personal details. And farm details, that farmer total area of land, how much he had, in that how much land he is offering to the organic farming, and longitude latitude details, what is the survey number, all these things, farm details also will be there in the farmer diary. And another thing is that crop details, seasonally what are all crops they are growing, all that information also should be there. And what are all kind of practices they are doing during the season, all these things will be available in the farmer diary. If you will, if anybody will go to the field, like outsiders, visitors or anybody can go, after seeing the farmer diary, they should come to know the entire that farmer details. That kind of farmer diary is required. And another thing is meeting register. Monthly they should organize the meetings. Meetings means they should not sit in the one conference hall or any room or anything. Every month they should go to the field. Anybody in the group members, anybody's one month one farmer field they should visit. They all the members organize the meetings also in the field itself, not in the classroom kind of thing. They should have physical kind of practical experience should be there, because so that they should have knowledge sharing and all. What are all problems means farmer field schools visit it, that kind of discussions will be there. Present we are doing in the in our working areas, farmer field schools, they will do the monthly reviews also as part of farmer field schools, because all the group members they will go and they will go to farm and they will sit in the farm. They will observe the farms of other farmers farms, and they will give suggestions if they knows. If they don't know also, whatever other persons knows, that information they will share to these farmers. Means here knowledge sharing also will be there. And ensure that peer appraisals need to be submitted on time. If any farmer or any group, if they want to if they get the certification, means before getting the certification compulsory, they have to submit the peer appraisals seasonally once on PGS India portal. After submitting the peer appraisal only, they will get the certification. Means once they will submit the peer appraisals on PGS India portal. For that peer appraisals, RC will review and verify their appraisals, and after that RC will come to the inspections. They will verify, they will do the verification. Verification means it's not like policing. We should know the we should understand the status of the situation. That's all. Means we are going to verification, means they should not fear. They are coming for verification. They are doing the verify the all these things. What are all they should verify. That kind of fearness should not come into the farmers, because verification is to understand the situation and to understand the process, and to understand the how capacities they have, to understand the what are all strengths they have, what are all gaps are there. That kind of information, to know that information kind of thing. If is there any gaps, we can at least for next season we should give knowledge to the farmers, knowledge to the groups, that kind of thing. This is the verification. Verification is not like policing. Verification system is for like understanding the situation and process of the this kind of thing. This is the verification thing. So after that, here last point, coordinating the inspection carried out by the regional council. This is also very important point, because here two mindsets of people will be here. I'm telling our practical experiences I am sharing, because I gave training to the more than 5,000 people in trainings and field visits and all these things. Practical experiences I am sharing here. Last point why mentioned here is that coordinating the inspection carried out by the regional council. They should cooperate to the regional council at the time of inspections, because when we will go for the inspection, we will inform before to the groups or agencies. By that time, that groups, if they will follow all the standards, if they will follow all the rules and regulations, and if they will do the organic farming, if they will maintain the books of records and all, they will be very confident. Whenever we will inform them, madam, please come next week only, immediately you can come, like that. Few one kind of mindset people will be there. If you will see other side, if we'll inform to them we are coming for inspections, they will try to avoid. What are all books of records, they will verify. If what are all forms, they will verify our forms. If we'll found pesticide residue, then it will be kind of fearness will be there, because lack of awareness and lack of understanding, all these things will be there. So here compulsory we should groom them people like that. Whatever subject is there, not only certification, not only organic farming, any subject should reach to the farmer level, ground level team members and ground level farmers. They should have clarity on the subject. If they will have the clarity, no need to tell number of times to the farmers, number of times to the groups, you do like this, you do like that, no need to tell. Once they will get the clarity, automatically they will come forward. So this kind of clarity is required to the ground level people and ground level team also. Here different kinds layers of team should be there, because close monitoring also should be there. Otherwise it will be difficult to manage the equality kind of systems, quality assurance kind of systems. Because if we'll see the layers of team members, for example, state level team members will be there, district level will be there, mandal level should be there, and ground level ICRPs or community based staff members, like that. So that close monitoring or close kind of thing with the groups or farmers, automatically compulsory they will listen to us, they will understand to the systems and all whatever we will tell to them. So many doubts to the consumers and farmers and outside kind of thing. Because once we'll get the registration, PGS or ICS or anything, third party certification or PGS certification, any certification, once we'll get the certification, register into the certification, if it will take minimum 3 years of time for fully organic. So people they will ask, today for this season I have registered, means I can't sell my produce organic for organic, like that. Some of the members compulsory they will raise that kind of questions also. But here once getting the registration, they will come into the PGS. Even first season also they will get the certificate. First 2 years they will get the PGS India green certificate, means it indicates that they are under conversion period, right? After even conversion period also, they will get the kind of premium price, at least minimum 5% of premium price. And another thing is that conversion period also farmer got the certification, means certification means it's not like go and buy that kind of thing. So certification already we have issued, means this entire process will be after completion of process only we will issue the certificate. Means first they will do get the registration, after that we will give orientation training program, and they will do peer appraisals, and we will go to field and we'll do the inspections, and we'll collect the random samples, and we'll approve the peer appraisals, summary decisions, all those things. Entire process, after completion of this process only we will issue the certificate to the farmer. Certificate will issue the every season, seasonally will issue the certificate. That certificate validity for 1 year. If we'll issue the certificate for Kharif season, till next Kharif that certification will be valid. Like that seasonally will issue the certificate also. After completion of 2 years, in the third year completion, they will get the PGS India organic. And another thing is that even after completion of 3 years also, every year this is the renewal process. Renewal process is required, because once they get the certification, people will feel that take it granted, with that certification I can do anything kind of thing. So that here compulsory every farmer or any group, it will be like kind of renewal kind of thing. ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ రెన్యువల్ కంపల్సరీ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఫార్మర్కి దట్ సర్టిఫికేట్ ఈస్ ఫర్ సీజనల్లీ విల్ ఇష్యూ ద సర్టిఫికేట్ టు ద ఫార్మర్. So that certification is for one season. For example, if we issued recently for Kharif season, next till Kharif that certificate will be valid. Like that means 1 year. So again every year it will be kind of all the verification process, everything will be there. For example, farmer registered under some of the plots. For example, farmer makes only portion of the same survey numbers as organic. It should be converted into the organic within the 2 years of period, 24 months of duration. If a farmer makes an only portion of the same survey number organic, it should be converted into the organic within the 2 years of period. And certification must be transferred to the purchaser. Means here the product is transfer certificate also will issued by regional councils, and the product and the certified form must be separately prepared and processed and packaged separately, because all the standards, when these are all precautions and for some of the conditions that farmers they should when they will do the organic farming, they should follow the standards in processing, packing, labeling, in all the kind of supply chain, complete entire supply chain. They should follow the all the standards. Here one group, if they want to register the for example, if any farmer or any group, if they want to do the PGS registration, or even for ICS third party certification also, what are all minimum requirement of data is required here. Already I mentioned earlier slide also. Here one is that farmer name, address, ID proof, farmer personal details, farmer farm details, and these are all mandatory columns. Most of the things are there in the PGS India portal. When we will collect the data, compulsory farmer name, address, ID proof, address proof, and family details, relationship, son, daughter kind of thing, and farmer phone number also compulsory required. If we'll come to the farmer farm details, total land, how much land available with the farmer, what is the offered for organic farming, that kind of information also we should collect, and number of plots and survey numbers. In the PGS India portal, it will be called as like a KASRA number. And here land, whether it is his own land or lease or rent or that kind of information also we should collect, and longitude, latitude details of a farm. And livestock facility, if they have livestock kind of cows, buffaloes, if they have, will mention the number and name, what are all available. And irrigation facility also, whether they have irrigation facility or not, and storage facility, and a farmer used bio inputs during the season, what are all they're using biofertilizers, kashayalu, and all these kind of things. And plant protections, what are all plant protection they are taking care, for example, sticky traps, light traps, ferment traps, all these things. And finally crop details, crop name, area, expected yield, and all. Here last one we have mentioned for our internal purpose, cost of cultivation also, because we will do the number of studies on impact of organic farming and all. For that purpose, this cost of cultivation also important, because when farmer is doing organic farming, what is the cost of cultivation, and the first 2 years what is the cost of cultivation, after completion of 2 years what is the yield, those kind of information we will use for study purpose. For that we have added here cost of cultivation also. I told that regarding surveillance visits, means inspections. From RC, we'll do the inspections to the registered local groups. We'll go to the field and we'll verify the farms, and we'll talk to the farmers, and we'll discuss. Even inspection also, we should do the friendly kind of thing. Means already I mentioned that it should not be like policing kind of thing. To understand the situation, this process is important, verification process and all. In the verification process also, group level what are all, and RC level what are all, group farmer group level weekly verification during the FFS farmer field schools, and monthly review meetings they should organize, and cluster level compilations and data entry kind of thing. RC level, once in a season will do the inspection and verify all the documents, and at the time of inspection we'll do verify the farmer training register, meeting register, and farmer diary, and visit the farmer farm, and will talk to the farmers. And finally, we'll collect the random samples also for pesticide residue testing. For labeling requirement, mandated to have label printed on the cover page and certificate number or Jaivik Bharat logo, and once get the farmer certification, they will get the kind of traceability system, trace out the produce, source of the produce. There will be QR code also will be generated. These are some of the trainings. We will do the trainings, field visits and verifications, all these things, some of the pictures. These are all our field verifications. We'll go to the fields and we'll talk to the farmers and verify the books of records and all. And random samples also we will collect from randomly. We will collect the samples also and produce, and simultaneously soil also we will collect, because we know the status of soil fertility and all. So these are all random samples we will collect. Now we are doing certification for in AP, Telangana, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, and all the states. As part of AP state, we are doing certification for TTD. TTD Laddu is now going to be like organic. For that Bengal gram, we are doing the certification right now. These are all samples collected for that farmers. Recently, we did this kind of verification and all. After completion of all the process, only farmer or group will get the certificate. Earlier, it was every farmer will get the certificate in the group. Now, recently, some changes came up in the PCS India portal. Now we'll get the group certificate. In the group certificate, in the front page of scope certificate, that group name and other local group register number, everything will be there. In the annexers, second page, continuation of follow the first page, second page, all the farmer details will be there, and their crop details and their kind of produce, what is the quantity available with that farmer. All this information will be available in the annexer. Our app also there. This is developed by CSA eKrishi. If we'll go to Google Play, we'll get the eKrishi PCS India app to know all the details, what are all standards and guide and manuals, everything. Everybody can get the details through our phone. And Jaivik Kheti portal. This is also very important, because once farmer get it certification, all the certified farmers, we will keep it on Jaivik Kheti portal. This is the best platform for the marketing for all the farmers. In this portal, certified farmers only will put the details in this portal. Here we will mention all the details of farmers. There will not be any middleman's kind of thing. All the farmer details will be available. Farmer name, contact number, his bank account details, and his produce. All this, what is the cost? He can go to the pricing also there. What price he wants to sell his produce, and transportation logistic arrangements options also will be there. They will pick up from farm gate, or they will dispatch it to directly to their vendor. That kind of options also will be there. So here all the certified farmers details will put it on Jaivik Kheti portal, and this is the symbol. If you will found this symbol in anywhere, we can identify that produce is certified organic, certified kind of thing. These are all our stores in Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam. We have CSC is promoted one Sahajaharam Farmer Producer Company. This is a federation of FPOs. In this, all the stores in Hyderabad, we have 3 stores. One is, these are all locations, and Visakhapatnam, one store is there, and community-based kind of mobile stores also available. Weekly once or twice, it will go to the locations, and they will keep for 1-2 hours of kind of thing. Keep the all the fruits and vegetables and pulses, all these things. At least within 1-2 hours, they will get a lot of money. Kind of a small mobile facility also we are providing.
Yes, madam. How much you charge for issuing the certificate? That is one thing. The second one is, do you have any control over the fixation of price for the certified crop or certified produce? And third question is, whether the unethical practices, if somebody is doing unethical practices on the farm, do you still issue certificate?
No.
And other one is, do you have your analytical laboratories? Because in livestock produce, you have to analyze for a number of other things other than pesticides like heavy metals, growth hormones, antibiotics, parasitic drugs, etc. So do you analyze for all these things or only pesticide residues?
Okay.
So you please.
First question is that we will charge as per PKVY norms per hectare 700 rupees we are charging, sir. In addition to that, inspection at the time of inspection, travel charges also. Yes. That is one thing. If it is non-scheme, if they will not be in the PKVY or anything, we will charge. It's around 10,000 per group. It kind of minimum 15 to 20 members. Minimum 5 to 20 members. 15 to 20 members consist of a group. Will charge 10,000 rupees. Means it's around 500 to 750 rupees. It will come for 3 seasons. As per PKVY, per hectare 700 rupees we are charging.
How will be the individual certificate issued? What is the procedure?
For individual certification also, same farmer details, all the details, whatever information is I mentioned there, farmer personal details, farm details and crop details, that information should be available through PCS India portal. Through any regional council, you can register, sir.
The cost of that certification?
Right now we are not doing for individual certification, sir, because mostly our preference is now we are doing right now large area certification, and it's under process. And another thing is that group certification is 90% of groups certified farmers are we are doing through group certification. Individual farmer certification costing not at fixed, sir. We'll get back to you.
Okay. And for the monthly meeting, is there a day, we have to keep the date fixed or will be mutually understood?
No, sir. Actually, we are working with small and marginal farmers and SHG groups and all. Anyway, they have to organize meeting, kind of monthly meeting, cluster level or village level. In the same meeting, we can keep agenda of this point also. That is enough. There is no need to keep it separate also. Okay.
बोल रहा हूँ मैम, हमारे यहाँ जो ग्रुप हैं जो नेचुरल फार्मिंग एंड ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग करते हैं मैम, तो उनके फार्मर के लिए हम लोग कुछ किट दे सकते हैं क्या, कोई टेस्ट करने के लिए? जो ऑर्गेनिक का जो सर्टिफिकेशन की बात आपने की, तो हमारे फार्मर लेवल पर भी अगर छोटा कोई किट आए, जैसे दूध के लिए इलेक्ट्रोमीटर से हम जांच के लिए करवा देते हैं, या फिर मेज का हमारे यहाँ खेती होता है तो मक्का मॉइस्चर मशीन उनको हम प्रोवाइड कराते हैं। ठीक उसी तरह से क्या ऑर्गेनिक एंड नेचुरल फार्मिंग प्रोड्यूस को, जैसे वेजिटेबल्स का, उसके लिए कोई किट अगर हम लोग प्रोवाइड करा सकें तो ये अच्छा, सेंटर पर जो देंगे तो उनका रेट का थोड़ा सा फिर ये हम लोग उस पर हमारे फार्मर को फिर अच्छा रेट वो दे पाएंगे। तो मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था मैम, और इस पर अगर हम लोग कुछ करें तो कुछ हो सकता है मैम। Thank you.
Okay, we will take your feedback, sir. That point we will note down. Actually, this kits and all we are not providing. I think even PKVY program also it's not there. for kits and all. For pesticide residue testing, authorized laboratories only we will do the accredited by APIDA and authorized labs only will do the pesticide residue testing. It's not kind of individual kind of thing. Authorized labs only we have to do the pesticide residue testings also. Soil for pesticide residue, other residues means for soil and all, it's very less expensive. No, in
Not soil, for example, the livestock products like milk, meat, egg. If you want to test for
for that also,
heavy metals and
better will get a small less price kind of thing. Labs should be provided. That is practical issues. Even farmer, if he is doing livestock kind of thing, for getting test and all, it's a very burden for them.
Madam, I want to know two things. Is there any criteria? Is there any criteria for minimum acreage for certification process? And secondly, suppose in North India, basically 3 crop seasons are grown, Rabi, Kharif, and Jaid. In that case, 3 seasons certification is required or 1 season?
No. For every season, if it is crops are there, we'll issue the certificate. If it is not there, no. It depends upon area, location, kind of thing. In the some of the areas, there is no summer crops also. In some of the areas, summer crops also there. Summer also, some of the crops will be there. In that case, we'll provide the for that season also. So seasonal option is that Kharif, Rabi, summer. For 3 seasons, we can issue the certificate. If it is
and about minimum acreage of for certification.
Yeah. Here, if you will see the as per PKVY norms, minimum 2 hectares kind of thing. It's there. 2 hectare per farmer kind of thing. It's around it's per farmer per hectare. I think 20 hectares to one group, 50 farmers. That is under PKVY. But here, if it is non-scheme, there is not kind of thing. Here we are doing mostly small and marginal farmers. It's maximum 1 to 5 acres kind of thing we are taking.
Madam, I would like to ask to have some clarification on one or two things. You said, madam, if a farmer wants to give a portion of his land for certification process, you wrote just 2 paragraphs, I could not get clarity. 2 years, you said the gap should be there. What is that, ma'am? Please clarify that once again.
Yeah. Actually, for example, I got registered for 2 acres land for certification, but still I am doing 1 acre land only. I am utilizing. Other 1 acre, I am not doing any kind of thing. So, but within the 24 months, entire land should be certified. That's all.
Within 2 years, entire land, the survey number should be certified.
Certified.
Okay. But another
It should not be any parallel kind of thing. That's what.
Okay, madam. Now, after 3 years, you are giving a certificate. Organically certified certificate, scope certificate. Then next renewal will be every year or after 3 years?
No. Every year renewal process, this circle will move, sir, for every season.
Even though you issued certificate?
Even after PGS India organic certificate, after issuing also, that verification process should be continued, because otherwise people will think that take it granted. Right? Okay. That's what. Because without that verification process means to understand the situation.
Madam, the data or register a farmer can maintain is detail is available, something that what type of the data you have just mentioned 2 or 3 things that have to keep is I think their labor and seeds, there may be some registered to just type of this. Is there any format available?
Yes, it is there, sir. Actually, even that data also, that will be like if we'll put it in the same data in the Excel sheet, kind of 46 columns of data, but in that format, most of the 70%, 80% of data, one-time data at the time of registration only. No need to do the every time farmer details and all. At the time of registration only, little bit difficult. At the time of registration, farmer personal details, farm details, crop details, entire details we need to be collected. But next time onwards, after registering the group, next time onwards, only just farmer practices we need to season wise need to be updated, and crop details need to be updated. What are all crops in the during the season, what are all crops they wants to plant, that kind of crop details and this kind of information only seasonally we can
One is where is the regional councils centers are located, and what is the constitution of that regional committee?
Here, regional councils located in state-wise, all over country, 65 regional councils are there. In AP, only 3, in both AP and Telangana, total 3 regional councils are there. One is Center for Sustainable Agriculture, and another one is Eklavya Foundation, and another one is that Telangana State Seed Certification Agency. These 3 agencies are there in the AP and Telangana. Like that, for in every state there are regional councils are there. It's around total 65 regional councils are there. For that, above regional councils and RCOFs also there, Regional Center for Organic Farming. For AP, Telangana, Maharashtra and other states, one is in Nagpur, and another one is in Bangalore, and another one is in Orissa, Bhubaneswar. Like that, all the details you can go through the PGS India portal. You just click that regional councils. It will display the entire regional councils list. You can came to know the what are all that regional council, how many states they got approved, kind of thing. For CSA, we have approval for all over country.
The whole discussion is going around that here we are talking natural farming as a movement. Even without certification, people, it is for input factorization rather than output optimization and getting a higher price. So the whole discussion, okay, what if I pay huge money and get a certificate and start becoming an innovator and exploit the others. So there is so I think the natural farming course of 5 days should concentrate more on making natural farming as a movement rather than getting a premium price. What's your opinion, ma'am?
Yes, sir, that's true. But here, even certification also, not what you are saying, paying money and getting the certification, that is not a easy thing, sir. Even for even natural farming also, that certification process verification should be required. Otherwise, that is to know understand the status of the farmer or farmer.
But in the very first lecture, Ramanjana, you said even without certification also, to some extent, the farmers can sell it. See, everybody cannot go through the certification process because it is a long process and quite a process.
Yes, exactly, sir. Exactly, sir. What I am saying, even directly, even without certification, without labeling, organic kind of thing, directly they can sell their produce from that their village itself. From village itself, or directly they can sell the individuals. Okay, that is not an issue. But certification is for just value addition to the farmer. That is one.
Certification is for the consumer. If you go to the market, if you want to buy a certified product, okay, you have it. If you want to buy a product which is not certified, you have it. You see, sir, we are consumer, we always look for some certification. Okay, if it is certified by FSSAI, okay, it's not for the producer, but it's for the consumer's satisfaction. The certification is there. Otherwise, you can buy organic. I know many organic producers who are selling these products without any certification, and they are
without certification also they are selling, right?
Yeah, so the certification is basically for the consumer satisfaction, not for the producer. Okay, sir?
That is one thing. And for traceability system, source of the produce.
You can add one more thing. It is not for the domestic consumers, especially for export market. Certification is a must if you want to get premium prices in dollars. Thank you.
You are Indian.
Like generic medicine and other medicines.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఒక డౌట్ యాక్చువల్లీ వాట్ ఈస్ ద హౌ గ్యాప్ గుడ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ కి అండ్ న్యాచురల్ ఫార్మింగ్ ఆర్ ఆర్గానిక్ ఫార్మింగ్ సర్టిఫికేషన్ కి ఈస్ దేర్ ఎనీ డిఫరెన్స్ అంటే
separate
గుడ్
guidelines for
అగ్రికల్చర్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్
yes, sir.
shall we use chemicals in optimal levels, then we call as INM and IWM whatever utilized, and we can call as a good agriculture practices for the certification is difference, or organic and natural farming aspects is difference. What is the minimum, what is the criteria for the difference of issuing the certificate to the gap practicing crops and organic or natural? Is there any difference, madam? Thank you.
Yes, sir. For natural farming, we can bring them into like good agriculture practices certification. There are separate guidelines for that also. That is also under process. Yeah.
Good agriculture practices looked after by the Quality Council of India, and it's initiated in 2021. And if you're looking for the transition phase, chemical to good agriculture practices, that you can go with the Quality Council of India. And in India, many crops, just like orange and other crops also under the basic gap or the Ind gap. They're just similar to the Euro gap or the other gap systems. So if you are looking for the transition phase, that you have to go with the gap system is looked after by the Quality Council of India.
నేను న్యాచురల్ ఫార్మింగ్ చేస్తున్నాను గత 5 years గా. నాకు ఇండివిజువల్ అప్రోచ్ లో ఇఫ్ ద ఫార్మర్ కమ్స్ అండ్ సేయింగ్ దట్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ న్యాచురల్ ఫార్మింగ్ ఫర్ ద లాస్ట్ 5 years, it will certify. Is there any such option? Because it will promote as individual ga kuda, it will promote the individual approach
individual
also.
certification kuda undi sir manaki PGSC
I am doing natural farming for the last 5 years.
Okay.
Now, do I need to come to you for any certification
Yes.
or not necessary? You tell me,
Yes,
madam,
sir.
now.
Yes, sir. You can.
I am doing for 5 years without
You
any
can, sir.
chemicals. Do I have to come to you for certification? Is there any party at least who verifies it? Or simply I can say, I am a natural farmer. Can I say on my own? Or will you give something for me in my hand to show it to others?
Already they are doing the natural farming, madam. So since 5 years are in TDF, they are doing the natural farming. So they are same thing. Our farmers also shareholders included in our FPO, same FPO. So they should have the organic,
no problem, sir. No problem, sir.
fertilizer license and pesticide license. They are eligible for the organic
certification. Yes, sir. Let them have any certifications, any licenses. But whether farmer is doing organic farming or not, farmer is doing natural farming or not, that is important here. Whoever is doing following all the standards and all, whoever is doing the practices and all, let them, they can register the PGS India for certification, no problem. Because in FPO, for example, 500 farmers will be there. In that 500 farmers, need not to be organic farmers, right? Some of the farmers will be organic farmers. Some of the farmers they will do organic farming.
Conventional
Some of the conventional farmers also might be there. Yes. So whoever is doing organic farming, let them, they can do the registration. That is not an issue.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Madam.